Hi, sis.
That's my mom.
That's your mom.
That's your mom?
There's a version of you walking around somewhere. Same face, same jaw, same eyes. A stranger who shares your features without sharing a single day of your life.
He looks like you looking into a spoon.
These are moments nature glitched and hit copy-paste on a face that was supposed to be one of a kind. A room full of Adele impersonators has been gathered for a competition. They all spent years perfecting the voice, the look, the mannerisms. They're professionals. And then one walks in nervously, slightly awkward, calling herself Gabriella.
6 months? What about you?
5 years. You?
4. Mine's been a bit slow recently, not that many.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not much of a demand.
They coach her, they share advice. One tells her she's got the look down, another says her voice needs work, and Gabriella nods along, genuinely nervous, which is remarkable because Gabriella is Adele.
I'm feeling a bit dizzy, actually.
Do you want to go get some fresh air?
I'm not feeling great.
She keeps breaking, laughing and almost giving herself away. The other impersonators are kind about it, patient, encouraging a woman to sound more like herself.
When the rain is blowing in your face, and the whole world is on
You are joking.
I could offer you a warm embrace.
The moment her real voice comes out, the room stops. One woman covers her mouth, another grabs the person next to her. They'd spent the whole session coaching the one person on earth who needed no coaching at all.
As soon as she opened her mouth, you could just tell, you can't mimic like that.
It was just beautiful. Beautiful.
One of them starts crying, not because she met a celebrity, because she'd been sitting across from her idol for 20 minutes and hadn't known. That's a different kind of shock entirely. But not everyone finds their double this wholesome. For years, fans have been pointing at Chad Smith, drummer for the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and saying he looks exactly like Will Ferrell. Same face, same energy, same everything. Chad found it funny at first, then annoying. Then he started getting heckled at his own shows by people screaming Ferrell's name during his drum solos.
We were tricking you that whole time. This is Chad Smith and I'm Will Ferrell, actually.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah,
So they settled it the only way two people who look identical could have, a drum-off on national television, in matching outfits.
Chad, that's Will. Okay, very good. Now, holy mackerel. Chad, seem about right?
Yeah.
Seem about right? All right, guys,
Side by side, the resemblance is almost disturbing. Same bone structure, same expression. Ferrell leans in it completely. Smith looks like a man who made peace with something deeply unfair happening to him. The drum-off devolves immediately. Neither of them are losing. Both of them are winning in completely different ways. Ferrell because, well, he's Ferrell. Smith because he's proving once and for all that whatever else they share, the drumming belongs to him.
To Will Ferrell, the winner of the 2014 Golden Cowbell Drum-Off!
Nobody won. Everyone won. And Chad Smith went home with the only thing that ever actually mattered. The receipts. But while Chad got a drum-off, Cristiano Ronaldo got something he absolutely didn't ask for. Someone brings a Ronaldo lookalike face-to-face with the real Ronaldo. The intention is fun, a lighthearted moment, a laugh. Ronaldo looks at him, looks again, and then delivers his verdict with complete unfiltered honesty. No laugh, no arm around the shoulder, no playing along. Just a man who spent his entire career cultivating a very specific image, standing next to someone who shares his face and refusing to acknowledge it. The lookalike has no real answer to that. What do you say? The man whose face you borrowed just told you the transaction never happened. It's the most Ronaldo response imaginable, and somehow that makes it perfect. But where Ronaldo refused to see it, Steve Harvey had no choice. Steve Harvey is mid-show, audience right in front of him, cameras rolling, and then He looks out and stops. Why does that dude look like me?
Take your hat off, sir. Hey, dog.
The man stands, the hat comes off. The audience erupts because Harvey is right. The resemblance is immediate and undeniable. Same face shape, same build, same mustache.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Harvey studies him, walks around him slightly, and then lands on one thing that genuinely bothers him about the whole situation.
But you actually got a better mustache than I got, though. Come on down here, man.
Not "you look like me," not "this is wild." His first real complaint is that this stranger who showed up to his studio audience with his face has a superior mustache. Harvey found his double and immediately started losing the comparison. But the strangest double on this list isn't two strangers. It's two people who share a face and share a name and have never met. Two professional baseball players, both 6'4", both have red hair, both with the same bushy ginger beard and glasses. They play in different leagues. They have no mutual connections. They have never crossed paths.
These guys could be twins, but the way they look is only the beginning of some startling similarities.
And they share the same name.
Outside of my family, I didn't think there were any Feigls.
Same face, same name, same sport, same build. Zero explanation. Just two people who somehow ended up identical in every measurable way and spent their entire lives not knowing the other existed.
We're both 6'4".
We're both 6'4".
Red hair.
The red hair, the red beard.
Bushy, gingy beard.
The glasses.
Both wear glasses.
Not to mention we both play baseball.
It's like a blind date.
They try to lean into it, do the twin thing, finish each other's sentences. It doesn't land. Because whatever they share on the outside, they're completely different people on the inside. Which, when you think about it, is somehow the strangest part of all this. But Ed Sheeran took the lookalike situation further than anyone because his double didn't just look like him. He worked for him. Ed Sheeran is on the Graham Norton show, relaxed, funny, telling stories. And then he mentions, almost casually, that there's a man whose entire career is being Ed Sheeran when Ed Sheeran isn't available.
When I filmed the Bridget Jones film, I could only do one day instead of two, so they cast him for the second day. And he actually cops off with Bridget's mate in it.
His name is Ty Jones. He doesn't look like Sheeran. He gets booked for jobs in Sheeran's place. Events, appearances, campaigns. If the budget can't stretch to the real thing, Ty shows up instead.
Come on! Were you just here randomly?
I know some guy you know.
Have a seat, dude. Sit down.
And then they're standing next to each other. The real Ed Sheeran and the professional Ed Sheeran, side by side on a chat show couch.
He looks like you looking into a spoon.
They can't...
Sheeran admits the resemblance was stronger a few years ago, before he grew facial hair, and then reveals that when he could only shoot one day on the Bridget Jones baby film, they cast Ty for the second day. His double filmed a scene in a major studio movie. Nobody noticed.
He actually cops off with Bridget's mate in it.
Oh, good to
Wow! So, again, getting people laid, it's working.
But actually, you have to...
Somewhere out there is a Bridget Jones film with a scene featuring a man who's not Ed Sheeran, playing a character who's not Ed Sheeran, being mistaken for Ed Sheeran. And it worked. But the most unexpected double on this list wasn't found on a talk show. She walked right onto the American Idol stage as a contestant's mom. A contestant's mom walks into the American Idol audition room. The judges look up, and Katy Perry, sitting at the judging table, completely loses it.
Is that your sister, Katy?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Hi, sis.
That's my mom.
That's your mom?
That's your mom?
That's my mom. Hold on, we gotta get a stop.
Not her sister, not a stranger. Someone's actual mother walked in wearing Katy Perry's face. The woman has no idea why the judges are reacting this way. She's just there to support her kid.
Wait, sit. Do a side-by-side here.
Oh, my goodness.
That is scary.
Perry pulls her in for a side-by-side photo, calls for the cameras, grabs her by the shoulders and stares directly at her. The woman is completely gracious about it, mostly confused, a little flattered, just trying to get her child through an audition.
Is that what I'm gonna look like when I'm a grandma? Because I would love it.
Someday you're gonna understand all this, but not yet. But it's good news.
The question stops the room. Here's what makes all these moments land so differently from anything else online. A celebrity interviewed is controlled, a press appearance is managed, but the second someone's face shows up in a room where it has no business being, all that control disappears. There's no script for looking up and seeing yourself, no media training that prepares you for it, just a completely unfiltered reaction, whether that's laughter, tears, denial, or a complaint about a mustache. Nature made one mistake, and the cameras were rolling every single time. Which double on this list freaked you out the most? Drop it in the comments. And if someone's ever told you you look like a celebrity, we want to know who.